Hello and welcome back everyone to this Warcraft replay. uh, yeah, I'm going to be recording this earlier than my usual, I guess, recording times, generally because I record at middle of midnight, so yeah, I solely rely on short replays in order to cast a full series, but um, for game 1 wasn't really short. So yeah, welcome back to game 2 of this best of 3 series between uh, Calypso, the dark green orc player in the bottom left, who I believe is up 1-0 against his opponent U2.Agatha. Going to be spawning as the red human player. On top right, this map is on Melting Valley, so once again, um, following that ZOTAC 300 theme of a splendidly well selected map pool, we're going to go for something unorthodox, I believe, or at least I hope. Agatha is going to get himself a Mountain King. Meanwhile, Calypso's still going to get himself the Blade Master. Melting Valley is a new map, and this is the first time I'm going to cast a game on it. So, Green Creek Camp over here, simple Ghoul Camp, not Ghoul Camp, a Null Camp, simple Trapper Camp over here. The main expansion, actually I think this is the second expansion, guarded by not that difficult 443 Creep Camp. We have a Goblin Merchant over here, Ogre Magi's, and Troll Trappers, and yeah, just Trolls. I'm wondering if this guy's a Watcher Magi or not. Who knows? Murloc Camp over here, nothing really special. Now this is the first expansion for players, so it is guarded by a simple Null Overseer camp with an Assassin and Warden to back him up. Ice Warlord, Troll Warlord is going to guard the Mercenary camp, and it looks like Agatha is going to go after it first and hire up a Shadow Priest and probably a Berserker later on. Murloc camp, yada yada. Anything other than that? Red Creep Camp over here, it does look like it's going to be the same Granite Camp from Secret Valley. No, not Secret Valley. Is it Secret? No, it's Amazonia. Yep. Yep, that's pretty much it. So, yep. Just gonna turn on Fog of War. Blade Master's gonna get himself +6 claws. Very nicely done, or at least very nicely picked up. Trapper's gonna be a little annoying, especially with a frost armor to delay his death for quite some time. Mountain King does have a full 15-second invulnerability potion. Unfortunately, that was the item picked up from that Troll Warlord. It was, I mean, it's a fairly good item, I guess, but nothing compared to, I guess, an ore item, or maybe even a rare item like a Talisman of Evasion, or who knows, Ring Regeneration. I mean, those items are good because they pretty much last forever. Unless you sell them, of course, then that's completely irrelevant. Agatha is going to move out a bunch of militia, 5 militia, so that does look like it's going to be a gold mine clearing over here. Is this really the main expansion? Seeing that it is, I guess it's closer than the corner one, so I guess that is, or these are the main expansions. I do apologize for confusing you guys. I know I've been confused. Shadow High Priest is going to bring out that frost armor. Dust Experience has been used just in case that Blade Master is roaming around, but obviously not. What Calypso is going for is rather interesting, going for an expansion very early on and not even bother harassing. And yes, it is indeed a Watch Award, so really interesting. Even the Tome Trapper, nope, actually the entire Creep Camp's just going to be cleared out. To be fairly honest, I thought there was only one grunt over here. It is going to be, what item was picked up? I'm not sure. It could have been the +9 or it could have been another +6, but either way the Blade Master is already 21 additional damage at level 3, and it's only a 5-minute mark in the game. So obviously Blade Master is overpowered right now. Even more so if you had another pair of attack claws. Either way, Mountain King's going to be moving out, hopefully trying to get a peon kill. Where we see a Stormbolt, no we won't. He does have a TB staff though. There we go with one peon kill, and the Blade Master is hopefully going to return the favor by killing a Troll Berserker. There we go with 100 critical strike, and there we go with the Windwalk to take care of that Berserker. Now the Mountain King's going to be TPing back in here, while the Blade Master is going to be running away with the Windwalk, but a very nice long distance Stormbolt right there. Damaging but not taking out the Blade Master. There we go, the very nice Stormbolt, picking good targets. Agatha is, but Calypso, I thought he was gonna do something to that Blade Master, but unfortunately that was not happening. Shadow Priest is gonna be the one taking him down. Very nice pickings right there from the Blade Master, taking down both the mercenaries. Not only were they pretty vital in the army, they costed a lot of resources to hire up in the first place, and I don't think they really paid off for their resources spent. Blade Master is going to take down that peasant who was constructing that arcane vault. It will be forced to be cancelled. A little too early for that call, I would say, for Agatha. Could have just sent over another peasant. And of course, I don't think 100% resources really go back to the refund, so yeah, you really gotta be thinking carefully for that. Double bestiaries for Calypso. We might be seeing the same thing for game 1, except I believe we'll see an even bigger army in a shorter amount of time, mainly because Calypso has now an expansion to help him in his economy. However, he needs to keep those peons alive if he wants to have that economy. Now the Hex is going to be coming in on that Mountain King. However, not really taking him out for a significant amount of time. We do have a very nice Stormbolt over there. Blade Master is obviously taking a lot of damage from that Mountain King. We might even see a critical strike. No, we won't. Doesn't even need to have a critical strike to take down that Footman. There we go with the bash proc right over there. Hex on that Footman. Might be seeing that Footman being focused by Calypso. Meanwhile, the Blade Master, what is he going to do? Maybe just wait for that Footman kill. Nope, he's going to go straight after that Mountain King. There we go with the Hex on the Mountain King. He does have that invulnerability potion still, so he might be able to use it if he finds himself in a little bit of trouble. I don't think that will happen. A little bit of pathing right there from that Footman. However, Agatha's going to lose this one right over here. Yeah. Generally can't run away from a Blade Master with boots of speed. Unless, of course, you have boots of speed yourself. Boots of speed yourself. Oh, passenger left. That was weird. Oh well, I'm pretty sure he watched through a second. Actually, I don't know how that works, but apparently if you get disconnected and want to observe again, you can actually watch the same game live instead of watching a stream. So yeah, either way, we do have Wyverns out for Calypso. So Wyverns are going to be once again returning for game 2. Is Agatha going to be going for double sanctums? I cannot tell because he has yet to get to tier 2, which is a very big problem, seeing that Calypso not only has an expansion, and not only has he passed tier 2, but he is almost tier 3 as well. That is not a good sign for Agatha. He is losing in both economy and tech. Now the Mountain King's not really the most glamorous place to be TPing, and he is going to be taking down level 3. Huge mistake right there from Agatha. And wow, Calypso taking a phone call right after he killed his opponent's main hero. Not sure if that's a little funny to hear, or just, I don't know, just a little casual. We also see double spirit lodges for Calypso, and he is researching, or at least upgrading, shaman adept training. So we might see shamans. I'm actually curious. A bloodlust shaman or bloodlust wyverns. It's really difficult to actually encounter. Wow, I completely messed up the introduction of the east and western sides of the map. Did not see this Ogre Lord camp at all, nor this Null Overseer camp. Huge apologies right there. Yeah, I noticed I did make a big mistake right there. Okay, just took a little big drink. I know it doesn't make sense, but bear with me here. Blade Master's got himself that Orb of Lightning, so he will be able to proc them purges. Even though this says it slows the movement speed for 3 seconds, it pretty much doesn't. It pretty much immobilizes them for, I wouldn't say 3 seconds, I would say 1, 2 at most. I wouldn't say 3. And Agatha's gonna get himself an Archmage for his second hero. Now the Blade Master has also stolen a Circlet of Nobility, so that is going to be additional with his Orb of Lightning and 3 Claws of Attack. That is plus 28, so that is a high number. And yeah, really can't say anything else. I completely forgot what the highest damaging Blade Master I've ever seen. It might have been... Oh, what would have been? I think it was... Let me do the math here. Does it even make up before I dig myself a grave? Pretty sure it does. It was around the 30s, maybe 40s. I was gonna say 50s, but then you would need like almost 5 plus 9 claws, and that doesn't really make sense in a common map, so I'm gonna say around 30 to 40, and that was Lordo, who pretty much averaged like 250s to 300 proc crits, so yeah, that is pretty high. Dark Ranger gonna be the third and final hero of choice for Calypso. This is a rather interesting selection in my opinion. I have no idea how a Dark Ranger could complement well with the Orc arsenal, but it might not just be for complementary purposes. It might just be for that silence that is absolutely useful against someone like the Mountain King. So yeah, it might be something like that. Kodo Beast is gonna be the first one being bloodlusted, which is actually very curious to see. Shamans are at Master's training, so they do have lightning shield as well, but lightning shield is pretty much useless unless you're doing something like a one against an army type of situation. Either way, Agatha is clearing out the, I guess, top left of the map. Meanwhile, he is also expanding at the second gold mine, so he might be either really greedy or really smart, because he needs this economic advantage. However, this might actually be, balanced out if Calypso actually decides to go after his own second expansion as well. Now, bloodlusting orc units are not something you would like to see. I mean, without bloodlust, initially orc units are very slow attacking, but yet hard hitting. Now that they have bloodlust on, they not only hit faster and hit harder, they also move faster and just pretty much dominate. You can see the Blade Master just making it work right there. His bloodlust did run out, but he was able to take a lot of units before he left. 2 sappers for Agatha as well. I believe they were trying to rush that Great Hole. Unfortunately, TP Scroll got those sappers in the process, so yeah, it might have been a little mistake for Agatha, but I think this little mistake will pretty much cost him the game or something like that. He is losing those towers, and Agatha is actually going to give the GG, knowing that he cannot win against that army, and that is, I guess, a mediocre job in terms of commentary. Yeah, I do apologize. This is going to be the last one for the day. I have actually 2 specific projects due, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. The next series will be between DKH's Yoshi and Inquisitive Hawk, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time.